What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit. I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Errol Spence Jr. versus Sebastian Fundora. Fight is agreed for in Dallas, Texas. Sebastian Fundora vacated his WBO belt because he refused to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. He'd rather fight the loser of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, which is Errol Spence Jr. He'll be defending his WBC belt against Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is licking his chops right now. He knows Sebastian Fundora is food. But anyway, Errol Spence took to Twitter to post this. Might be the last time you see me. So a lot of people were like, man, Errol Spence is throwing subliminal message. Errol Spence Jr. is cashing out. He posted this because he knows he's about to cash out against Fundora. Fundora's going to beat Errol Spence. Like, stupid shit. We don't know exactly what he meant by that, but people are just putting their own spin on it. We really don't know what he meant by that. People just chose to put their own spin on what he said. I mean, it is what it is. It's boxing for you. People try to interpret anything you post. You might mean one thing, but they think you mean something totally different. I mean, it is what it is. But because of this tweet, everybody think Errol Spence Jr. is cashing out against Sebastian Fundora. Do I believe that? Absolutely not. Because I think styles make fights, and Errol Spence style is a nasty matchup for Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora likes to trade. He's going to be a punching bag in there versus Errol Spence. You know, Errol Spence throws 100 punches around. Sebastian Fundora is no counter puncher. He just throws with you. He's not a counter puncher. He's not a guy who's going to counter punch you. He's going to try to outbang you. How can you outbang Errol Spence Jr. if you're not one of the biggest punchers in the world? These dudes share a similar opponent, and the guy name is Carlos Ocampo. And guess what? Errol cooked Carlos Ocampo in one round. Guess how many rounds Sebastian Fundora went with Carlos Ocampo? He went 12 rounds with Carlos Ocampo. Yet people are overrating this guy like he's one of the biggest punchers in the boxing. Just because he's 6'6", weight bullying these little guys. The only fight, like I said, I always give him credit for, is that Erickson Lubin fight. But let's be real. His chin is suspect. Erickson Lubin put him down in that fight. He may have stopped Lubin, but Lubin put him down, though. I just think Lubin fought the wrong fight. Lubin is not a banger like that. You're not supposed to sit in the pocket and bang with this guy. That's not your bread and butter. You should have moved a little bit and set him up for the counters. But Lubin fought the wrong fight. That's why he got caught the weight. Now that's Errol Spence's style of fighting. You know, that's what Errol likes to do. That's his bread and butter. To walk right to your chest and rip those nasty body shots and come up the middle with those uppercuts and hooks. That's Errol's bread and butter. This is why this fight is a bad matchup for Fundora, because what Errol likes to do is what Sebastian Fundora tries to do. And Errol does it a little bit better. So, and Errol's probably a bigger puncher. I don't think Fundora's a big puncher like that. Fundora couldn't KO Carlos Ocampo, and he couldn't KO Tim Tszyu with one eye. Everybody said the blood was dripping from Tim Tszyu eye. And Fundora still couldn't knock him out. So what that tells you about Fundora, he's not a big puncher like people are trying to make him out to be. I don't understand, like, what's wrong with boxing fans? Why y'all trying to make this guy into somebody he's not? Trying to give him credit that he doesn't deserve. It's not really adding up to me. I don't see what y'all see. What the heck do y'all see? That y'all can really go out here and say, this guy beats Crawford or Spence. How? Because of his height? This guy went 12 rounds with Carlos Ocampo, bro. and got stretched recently against Brian Mendoza. Like, do people really forget that fast? Or either they don't know boxing or they can't get past the height and the reach. They think that should be the difference when that has nothing to do with boxing itself. Your physical features don't have nothing to do with boxing. As long as you make that weight and we're going to fight on fight night and you fight in my weight class, I don't care how tall you are. I'm knocking your ass out. And this is what people don't understand. So, they can say anything that pops to their head, you know. It is what it is. But, I got Errol Spence stopping Fundora, to be honest. If he doesn't stop him, he wins a unanimous decision. I don't think Fundora wins this fight. You know, not against Earl. I don't see Fundora beating Earl. At least not right now. You know, he hasn't shown me anything for me to say Fundora cooks Earl. I haven't seen anything. You know, I think Earl's going to do him dirty. And a lot of people are going to be surprised. But once Earl do him dirty, then Errol Spence fanboys are going to come back and say, the big fish is back. We knew it. That's funny. The big fish been back. He just took a loss to one guy who was better than him, and that's Terrence Crawford. You know, he could bounce back from that. I remember going into the Terrence Crawford fight. A lot of boxing fans were saying Terrence Crawford's cashing out against Errol Spence. Now look how fast the narrative changed. Now people are saying Errol Spence is cashing out against Fundora. But Fundora is not a cash out fight. So y'all don't make sense. Y'all don't know shit about boxing. How is Fundora a cash out fight? Fundora isn't a big name. Errol Spence versus Fundora. That's not a big fight compared to a Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. Or even a Ryan Garcia versus Errol Spence. Fundora, nobody really knows Fundora outside of boxing like that. You know, he's building a fan base, but he don't have a huge fan base yet. So, if I hear anybody say Errol Spence is cashing out against Sebastian Fundora, I'm going to question your knowledge on the sport of boxing. Because you make absolutely no sense. There's no way Errol Spence can be cashing out against a guy who just had his very first pay-per-view. And that pay-per-view probably sucked. So, you guys are not making any sense when y'all say Earl is cashing out against Brian Mendoza. You know? I just want to bring you dudes back to reality. Sebastian Fundora is food. Tim Tszyu is food. All of these dudes are food. All of these dudes at 154 is food. These dudes are not very skillful like that. They're okay fighters, but they're not like pound for pound fighters in my opinion. Like Israel Madrimov, he's okay. Sergey Bohocek, he's cool. Bakram, he's cool. Sebastian, the only person that's good over there is Jamal Charlo. Tim Tszyu, they're okay fighters, man. Why do y'all overrate these dudes? Those dudes are not all that. Those dudes are not pound for pound fighters. Those dudes are okay fighters. Crawford and Spence can go up there and clear this weight class out easy. These dudes are food. But anyway, I got Errol Spence beating the shit out of Sebastian Fundora, man. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, man. Y'all just be trolling on here. But we'll see come fight night. I got Errol beating Fundora. Hopefully he don't hold on to the belt and fights Bud.